from Underground Training, and in today's job hunt and mining information video, we are going to look at the new gold price high in Australian dollars, so it's $6,200 an ounce. This is where the new boom is, and I am going to run through the training. So we're going to have a look at the training so you can see what you need to learn to get yourself one of these jobs. But first, let's just jump over and have a look at the new price. It's $6,200 an ounce Australian. So if you want to go down to the Perth Mint, it's going to cost you $6,358 to buy an ounce. And if you want to sell an ounce to them, they'll take it for $6,087 an ounce, which is just a huge price for gold. And if we have a look at what the past booms have done, so this is the 1970s boom in nickel, and then we had an 80s boom in gold, and then from 2005 to 2012, and I was part of this, there was a boom in iron ore, gold and nickel all at the same time. The nickel boom came off around 2008, but the gold and iron ore boom continued on to 2012, and the gold boom actually went to 2014. So at the moment, you're on the ground floor of the next big mining boom in gold. And I just want to show you this graph. So this is a 5-year graph of the gold price in Australian dollars. And as you can see, it's probably started to take off back in about 2023. And then it's really started to take off in 2024 and then 2025. And if we come over and have a look at the 1-year graph, you'll see that it started at $4,000 an ounce down here, and in 12 months time it's jumped $2,000 an ounce up to $6,000 an ounce. It's the biggest boom I've seen in gold ever. It's a huge move over 12 months. And what everybody needs to understand too, it's less about what's going on with the Western countries, and it's more about what the rest of the world's doing with gold, which is what's causing all the price fluctuation and the price increase. So if we come over and have a look at our map, this is our map of Australia with all our gold and copper mines that are looking for people on it around the country. And as you can see, there's lots around the country. And if we have a look at Seek and type underground into Seek, you'll see all the entry-level underground truck driving jobs come up, the AGI jobs come up, Nipper, Offsider, Service Crew, Pace Crew. Everybody's having to put people on because nobody's got enough experienced people. So this is where the jobs are, and this is where your boom's going to be. So how do you give them what they want? You give them what they want by showing the employer that you know how their mine works. I know I've covered this before in the shorter videos, but what the foremans get told a lot by people that don't make it, that quit quite quickly, so within 3 days to 3 weeks, is that they all say the same thing. It's not what I thought it was going to be. So one of the easiest ways to take that off the table is to actually sign up for the training. So if you come down here and you click on basic mine site operation, it takes you to the page, and then you can come down here and you can open up the modules, and then because I've opened it all up before, I can go to any one that I want to go to. And we're going to come down here and we're going to look at the ground support one. This is the one that I look at all the time with when I do the videos, just to give you a really good idea of what you're getting yourself into, because ground support's something that's easy to show people, how it all works. So it goes through what a bolt on a plate does, how it all works, how the jumbo installs it, what a bolting pattern is, how the mesh works, how straps work, how shotcrete works. There's videos on how to put the bolt on the end of the jumbo, chemical bolts, cable bolts. It explains everything. And this is the mining knowledge that the employers want you to know. They don't need you to have done the practical side of the job if you know the theory about it all, because they'll spend 100 hours teaching you how to drive their truck their way. That's never the issue. The issue is always teaching a new starter enough about how the mine works so you can leave them alone. And when you just go through some of the things that are in the modules, then you'll see, like ventilation, ground support, development mining, taking a cut, firing a cut, escapeway, production mining, paste fill, all that sort of stuff's all covered, and that's all the information that the employers need a new starter to know so they can throw them in the deep end and leave them alone. Scaling's another good one, knowing about what scaling is. If this is the first time you've ever heard the word scaling and you've got no idea of what it is, then you really need to sign up for the training and learn what it is so you can make an informed decision about whether you actually want to do this or not. Because we get a large amount of people that sign up for the training and then they work out that it's not for them. And from our perspective and from the employer's perspective, that's a huge win, because when that happens, you stop yourself from wasting your time, because if you get up to a mine site and you work out it's not for you and you've got to put your life back together again, I'm telling you, it's probably going to be the worst 6 to 12 months that you'll have in a very long time, unfortunately. You need to make sure that this is exactly what you want to do before you jump into it with both feet. And the easiest way of doing that is to learn how it all works. And you can do that using the training. It's really easy to use. It's not hard. You can go through it all. We do truck operations, so we'll jump into the truck course now and just have a quick look. And it goes through, getting a load, operating the truck, focus points when turning, positioning the truck, the retarder, turning the truck, reversing the truck on the blind side. So we teach you how to drive the truck or reverse the truck without the reverse camera. So the way we used to do it before reverse cameras were brought in. I got a really good story about the first reverse camera I ever came across. It cost them $120,000 to fit to the truck, and it lasted all of 45 minutes. The first stockpile that the guy reversed into, he ripped it off, because instead of putting it on the back axle like it is now everywhere, they had it stuck out on a pole out the back underneath the tub so you could see better, but all it did was rip it off straight away. But yeah, anyway, you get the point. There's a lot of information in here that they need you to know so you can go and do the job straight away. And if you've already got that information programmed into you, it just makes it so much easier to onboard you. And that's what the training was written to do, was to help smooth out the onboarding process and to give you the accurate information about how it all works so you can make a real-time decision about whether you actually want to do this or not. So the 3-step plan package comes with a full resume service. The Work Ready is the one where you get the shift boss to help prep you, as well as the resume service. And yeah, it's the easiest way to get yourself a mining job is to learn how it all works. So you just have to type underground into Seek. You'll see all the jobs come up. They're all over the country. We've had people get jobs all around the country at the moment. Everybody's having to put people on. Nobody wants to hire new starters in any of these mines because it costs you a lot of money when you hire new starters, but everybody's got to, unfortunately. So if you're trying to get into the industry, the secret is to learn how it all works and give the employers exactly what they want. Somebody that knows how their mine works and can speak the language to them and understands the culture. So if you're trying to get in, check out the training at undergroundtraining.com.au, or if you want to talk to somebody that knows how the industry works, the phone number's at the end of the video.